entrepreneur. And today I would like to give you a few tips to help you take your business to the next level. I'm often asked, Luther, what's one of the major keys to your success? And what's the major key to most people's success that's a successful, wealthy entrepreneur? And here's the reality, you all. The major key is going to be mindset. Mindset will make you or break you every single time. You have to have a mindset that not only will you be successful, but regardless of what hurdles, what curves life may throw you, you will overcome it and you will be successful. I am reminded of a very powerful story of a young 20-year-old man back in 1964 that told the world he would be the greatest. That young man was Cassius Clay, better known as Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali told the world back in 1964 that he would be the greatest. And he was set to fight Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston was more powerful, he was bigger, stronger, had more experience. Nobody thought that young man, Cassius Clay, had a chance against Sonny Liston. But Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, said what? He said, I am the greatest. To make a long story short, we know what happened. Muhammad Ali ended up being the greatest champion of all time. What's the key to that story? It was his mindset. He told the world back in the day, before he had that first championship, he knew, and he told the world, I am the greatest. You have to have that same mindset. You have to have a mentality that you will be the greatest of all times. Now, the next question that I'm asked so often is, Luther, I own a small business, but I need extra capital to grow my business. I have a small business, but Luther, due to the recent recession, due to my personal situation, I don't have the credit personally, or I don't want to use my personal credit to go out and get financing to build my business. And that's one of the major reasons we want to have and start a corporation, is so we don't have to use our personal credit and our personal monies to grow our business. So the question so often is, Luther, how do I go about obtaining credit or having capital to grow my business? How do you do it? You have to have business credit. Let me give you just a couple of tips, just a couple of reminders that will help you go out and obtain business capital. Here's the facts. The first thing you have to do, you have to incorporate, and you have to incorporate the right way. You have to be incorporated. See, there's a couple of ways we can be in business. As a sole proprietorship or an incorporation. A lot of people get incorporated, but they don't get incorporated with the mindset of one day getting business credit or getting credit in your business name rather than your personal name. So with that being said, you have to, on the front end, start the business correctly to obtain proper financing in your business name. Now, there's a couple of ways that we can go. We can start a LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. So we can start an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. And we can even start an LLC as a regular LLC or a single member LLC. All three of these ways of being incorporated, there's advantages and disadvantages of each. When you're going to obtain business credit in your business name rather than your personal name, there's pros and cons of each. I want to show you at an upcoming free entrepreneur seminar what the pros and cons will be for each one and how you can start the corporation to obtain the credit in the corporation name rather than your personal name. So the first thing we have to do is we have to incorporate properly. Now notice, I didn't say just incorporate. A lot of folks incorporate. You have to incorporate properly. That's one. Number two, you have to obtain business credit. See, we understand, TRW, Equifax, and a TransUnion for our personal credit. We understand that. But guess what? We also need a credit file for our business. If you want to get business credit in your business name, you have to have a business file. And there's three major reporting bureaus, and your business needs a file with each one. The first one that I would recommend is D&B. D&B, better known as Dun and Bradstreet. You need a DUNS number. So D&B, better known as Dun and Bradstreet, is a DUNS number that you need for your business. See, we understand having a social security number for personal credit, but you also need a D&B number or a DUNS number for business credit. So number one is a DUNS number for business credit. Number two, you need a file with Experian. Experian. So we have Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Experian is another business or reporting bureau that you want credit with. See, a lot of people understand the DUNS number. Some do and some don't, but a lot of people understand the DUNS number. Dun & Bradstreet is probably the most popular credit bureau for business. So we have Dun & Bradstreet, that's very popular, but we also need Experian and we also need Equifax. Okay? The problem is if you have just a DUNS number, and if you have credit just with Dun & Bradstreet, you are missing Experian and Equifax. So you want credit, and you want to open up a credit file with all three bureaus, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. If you have just one of the three, you are missing 2/3 of the game. If you want to go out and get business credit in your business name rather than your personal name, it starts with having a business file with all three. The next thing we have to do is to get business credit. We want to start to establish business credit in our business name rather than our personal name. And I like to use the 1-3-5 rule. The 1-3-5 rule simply means this. You want one business loan, 3 credit cards, and 5 vendor relationships. So the 1-3-5 rule simply means this. You want one business loan in the business name, not your personal name, in your business name. You want 3 credit cards in your business name, and you want 5 vendor relationships. Vendor relationships meaning vendors such as, Staples, Home Depot, those type of vendors. I'm going to show you at my upcoming free entrepreneur seminar how to get business financing in your corporation name rather than your personal name so you can have proper capital to grow your business. I'm going to show you how to get one business loan, 3 credit cards, and 5 vendor relationships in your business name, not in your personal name. Once you do that, you are now set up to grow your business because you can walk into the bank and get seed capital to grow your business. At my upcoming free entrepreneur seminar, I'm going to show you a very powerful strategy. I'm going to show you how I personally walked into the bank, and I obtained $250,000, $250,000 worth of seed capital in my corporation name and not my business name to grow one of my businesses. Here's the reality, you all. You can and you will be successful once you have proper knowledge. I would like to personally invite you to my upcoming free entrepreneur seminar. You can register by going to my website at LutherRagsdale.com.